everybody. This is Ted Check, Public Information Officer for the York County Office of Emergency Management and York County 911. I wanted to show you an emergency kit that I put together for this holiday season. I'm giving every one of my family members one of these kits, including myself. And this kit, the idea about this kit is that it goes in your car and it stays in your car. Now, if you're going on vacation somewhere and you're packing your car and you're saying, oh, I can take this out so I can make room for other things, no. This stays in your car no matter what, because if you're in a bind, this is going to help you. Now, the thinking behind this was, the scenarios that I had in mind were if you're stranded on the highway, okay, and that can happen very easily. We know that. We watch the news, and we know that can happen very easily. If you're stranded on the highway, or you are stuck in like a wooded area or something like that, say your car veers off the side of the road or whatever, and you're stuck in a wooded area, or if somebody is injured, whether it's through a crash or somebody that you come upon in your travels and someone's injured. So those are the things that I was thinking about when I put this kit together. So let's get right to it. So here we have a backpack, okay? All sorts of backpacks that you can find online, all sorts of prices. So I encourage you to search and do your research. Search and research and see what you can find as far as backpacks. But this is the one that I settled on. And obviously you can see right here, the first thing is this is a shovel, okay? It's a compact shovel. So that was one thing that I liked about it. And also, it can adjust, do this real quickly here, and you can have a pickaxe. You can make a pickaxe out of it as well. So it's kind of got a dual purpose. You can shovel things, and also if you need this portion of it, you can adjust it like that. So that's the first thing, and we'll just set that aside right here. Now, in the small pack, I organized this pack as far as function. So this first small compartment has the small things in it. Makes sense, right? So if we look inside, we have matches that can light under very wet conditions. I'm not going to say if you drop down in the middle of the ocean, these are going to work. But under rainy conditions, these matches, I'll kind of pull one out for you here, if I can. These matches, you can see, they don't look like your regular run-of-the-mill matches, but they will light, in theory. I haven't tried it out just yet, but they will light under moist conditions. Here we have a ferro rod. So one thing I learned was that you would want to have 3 different ways of making fire if you do need to make fire. I'm kind of going off into a camping situation, but it's always good. This is a ferro rod, so you scratch that with the metal part in here, and you can make fire. Another thing is for personal protection. This is pepper spray. Okay, we have to think about that too, because if you're stranded on the highway, not everybody is going to be your friend. You know, we have to maintain situational awareness, and we have to protect ourselves sometimes. So I do have this. Also, we have a whistle. This is we're going to do it right here. Okay, that is very loud. Ow. Okay. So anyway, yeah, that's a whistle, just in case you need it to let somebody know where you are. All right, now the second compartment. Let's take a look at what's in the second compartment. This has to do with first aid. We have a tourniquet. These are I learned about this in the CERT class, Community Emergency Response Team. We have a CERT program here in the county. Mike, who is manning the camera here, Mike Melhorn, he started up the CERT program, and he's doing a great job with it. And so one of the things they talk about is stopping the bleed and using tourniquets. So these are not cheap, but you get what you pay for, okay? It's very good if you have any type of slash or puncture on a limb. This is what you use right here, a tourniquet. Very important. This is a small first aid kit. Now they can vary in price and vary in things, but I'll just give you a little look here. You can see we have some Q-tips, and we have a lot of gauze and other, probably some medicated pads in here, and some scissors, tweezers. So just kind of your basic first aid kit right here. Very important to have, okay? Next thing we have is Here we go. This is an emergency compression bandage. So it's good to have this as well in those cases where you have to stop the bleed. I'm not going to take it out of the package. I think you only do that when you need it. So that's this compartment here is the first aid compartment. So we're going to zip that up. Now we go to the third compartment. It's a very elaborate backpack here. Lots of zippers and everything, so tough to get used to. But anyway, the third pocket, and you can see I have more room. I have room to spare, so that's good because you can add to this kit. I just chose the top, say 15 to 20 items that I felt personally I would need. It may be different for you, but so I encourage you to do your research and figure out what works for you. But anyway, so the third compartment here, this is an LED reflective vest. So again, if you're stranded on the highway, put this on, especially if it's dark out. Okay, so this has reflective parts to it, but it also has an LED light that I believe is I don't know if it's a strobe or if it's actual. And you can charge it here. They give you the cord to charge it. As I said, I don't know if it's a strobe or if it's a solid light. Also, paracord. Paracord's very important. Okay, and this is reflective paracord, even better, right? So it's good to have rope. You can never go wrong with rope. This is an emergency blanket. This is just the company that I chose. Don't die in the woods. That's always a good plan, right? Here's a multi-tool, a Stanley multi-tool. Okay, so these are good. There's so many of them out there, but you know, typically they follow this kind of this outline here, where you've got the tweezers or the clamp there, and then all sorts of other little tools that are inside of it. Okay, so it's a very good. It just gives you everything all in one tool here. Whether whether you need a knife or you need a file or you need a screwdriver, it's all in there. Okay, over here in this compartment we have a light, a headlamp. This is a great idea. Again, if you're stranded on the highway and it's dark, a headlamp. So it'll give you, you just put it obviously on your head like this, right? And then your hands are free. Your hands are free to do whatever you need them to do. Okay. Also, we have a couple of different types of tape. Duct tape, right? Can't go wrong with duct tape. So many uses for duct tape, and then electrical tape. An emergency poncho, all right? Another good thing to have. We have our emergency blanket. We have our emergency poncho. They probably can be used together too. And then finally, road flares. So this is what I was envisioning was you get stuck on the side of the road. You set up your road flares, you put on your vest, you put on your headlamp, you set up your road flares, and then whatever else you need to do. In what order you need to do them, maybe you call 911 first, or call AAA first, or call your family first. But you've got all these things here that are going to help you in that scenario. You've got all these things here that are going to help you if you are injured. Now, there were some things, I have to tell you, that I didn't include in this kit that would be beneficial for you to have, namely water. Okay, we always want to think about water. A gallon a day, actually, a gallon per person per day. That's what we need. So probably you should have 3 gallons of water in your car if you just start thinking of yourself. Food's another good one. Food that's gonna last, or food that can almost like meals ready to eat. You don't necessarily have to get that, but food that's gonna preserve for a while. So here we have Spam. A lot of people are familiar with Spam. Could be good in a jam. Oh no, I didn't just say that. Then we have batteries. Okay, batteries, not necessarily these, but because we have the headlamp, that's a chargeable thing. But if you have a different type of flashlight, have some batteries on hand for that. Here we have toiletry items. That's another thing that I don't have in my kit, but I definitely advocate toiletry items. If you are staying somewhere, or You just never know when you might need to freshen up, right? A weather radio. A weather radio is another really good thing that we advocate here at York County Office of Emergency Management. And so you can get the forecasts, you can get the alerts on that, and it has several ways to power it. It's got a solar panel up on the top here. It has a crank on the side that you can use. Okay, I'm not very good at cranking. It has a light on the front of it. So yeah, and plus the batteries. And finally, money. Small bills, big bills, you want both. But no, seriously, cash is king. You never know. I mean, what if the power goes out? You can't get to an ATM. Money is going to be what's going to help you get things that you might need to acquire from other people. Money is the way that you're going to be able to do that. Just cold hard cash. So there you have it, folks. That was my holiday emergency kit that I'm giving to all my family members. They're going to hate me for it because it's not, it's not the kind of gift that's like, oh, thanks, but they will thank me if they ever need to use it. See, so that's the thing. That's what gives me, confidence. I'm happy that I'm doing this for my family. So just something to think about. Maybe you want to do the same thing too. So there you go. That's the video. Have a safe holiday season, and I'll talk to you later.